And for our last Sunday game, we have the Sunday night football game, Colts versus the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings being favored by 5 points and the over-under being 46.5. Colts are coming off a close loss to the Texans, which they should have won. I mean, Richardson, God, that guy, thank God he's finally getting replaced. Here we go. They're finally replacing Richardson. I've been saying it for weeks that if they actually wanted to be a serious team and try to make it to the playoffs, they needed a bench Richardson. Let the guy develop. He's too inconsistent. Either he'll throw it miles away from his receiver or he'll make a great play. He's too inconsistent. They get steady Joe Flacco, which is going to raise the weapons. The weapons on this team are really good. It's just going to raise the roof more for this team to score points. Got Pittman, a wide receiver. Downs and Pierce, good receiving core. They have Taylor at running back, one of the better running backs when he's healthy. And they have a good offensive line, and now you have a competent quarterback. They're going to put up points, okay? And the Vikings secondary is ass. So they could pass on the Vikings secondary. With Flacco at QB, the Colts are 2-1, and they have scored 27 points per game, and they average 358 yards as well. So there you go. With Flacco at the helm, they are just a better offensive team, okay? Anybody who wants to bet the Colts are 7-1 against the spread. The best team against the spread. So, that on top of Flacco being the quarterback, I think it's all good signs for the Colts to actually ruffle the Vikings' feathers here. Let's give the Vikings, they're coming off a loss to the Rams, 30-20, embarrassing loss. They were the favorites. And they're on a 2-game losing streak. So, they need to keep it together because the Lions look on fire. Packers have won 4 in a row. Like I said, the Lions are on fire. They've won 5 games in a row. The Bears, they stumbled a little bit against the Commanders, but they have a winning record as well. So they got to keep on winning as well, or they're going to go down the crapper too. They traded for Cam Robinson from the Jaguars. He got benched because he wasn't doing too well, but they needed some kind of left tackle because they lost their starting left tackle for the year. So they bring in Cam Robinson. Maybe a new system will raise Cam Robinson's game up, but they needed somebody, and they got Cam Robinson. They've allowed 61 points in the last 2 games to opponents. So teams are scoring on them. 61 points allowed in the last 2 games. They are 5-2 against the spread, and they're 2-1 against the spread at home. So not too bad, not too shabby. They got so many weapons. Just like the Colts, they have weapons. You have JJ, arguably the best wide receiver in the game. You have Addison. You have Aaron Jones, great running back. And you have possibly Hawkinson back for this game. TJ Hawkinson is questionable for this game. Great tight end. When he was fully healthy, he was a top 5 tight end in this league. So great, be a great added weapon to them. And, their defense, their front 7 is not too bad. They can get after the quarterback with Hunter and I believe Cashman, I believe his name is. Forgive me if I'm saying his name wrong, but they could get after the quarterback. So they can sack the QB. But the Colts have a good offensive line, so it'll be a good see who's going to win who's going to win in the trenches here. So with all that being said, the Vikings have a shitty secondary. Both these teams have great weapons, so I think this is easy. Give me the over 46.5. I think this is the best bet. I think it's going to be a 28-24 kind of game or 30-24. But these teams can both score on each other, and I think that's the best bet. So give me the over 46.5. Try to get it before it gets to 47.5, but that's the best play.